The week-long political affairs called the Communist Party Congress concluded in Beijing with President Xi Jinping naming the Politburo members. The Communist Party has appointed its next generation of new leaders who will serve under President Xi. The 7-member standing committee saw 5 new additions. The committee now includes Xi Jinping, Li Zhan, Xu Wangyang, Wang Huning and Han Sheng. Apart from Xi, the Premier Li Keqiang was the only one to retain his spot in sweeping changes on the Politburo Standing Committee. The height of power in China, overriding speculations of elevating their protege Shen Minor and Party Secretary Hu Shenhua, both of who could have been Xi Jinping's successor, have managed to gain a third term as president, but their absence from the new committee seems to be an indication of Xi trying to cement his grip on the party and possibly eyeing a longer term as party chief and president. And I'm joined by senior journalist and editorial director of the Sunday Guardian and a policy expert on China, Professor Madhav Nalapat. So my question to you is, what is the biggest takeaway of the speech which was given by the Chinese Premier today?
Well, the biggest takeaway is the confidence that Xi Jinping shows in China and China's prospects. Now, in my opinion, Xi sees himself as the leader of Chinese all over the world, whether they be in England, in Australia, or any other part of the world. He sees himself as the leader of the Chinese people, Renmin. So from that point of view, his speech was essentially saying that today the Chinese people are now going to be at the front rank of human history and civilization. They are going to reclaim a position that they had for thousands of years and hundreds of years ago. So this is the confidence that Xi Jinping is showing, and in fact, that is very clear in his speech.
Yes, Professor, you were making a point.
No, I want to say that I had said from the very start that Xi Jinping is going to be a very powerful leader. A lot of people in the Western world do not agree with me, and in India, unfortunately, we tend to go by what the Western people say. So a lot of analysts were basically downplaying the importance of the Xi Jinping phenomenon. My view has been for quite some time that Xi Jinping is going to be the second chairman of the Communist Party after Mao Zedong. And today what we are seeing in this new standing committee illustrates that. Because this standing committee will remove Xi.
I think there's a bit of a problem with the phone line. I'll request that Professor Nalapat be connected to us again. He was making a point saying that there was a tendency in the Western media to downplay the importance of Xi Jinping, but he says that Xi Jinping's second term is a departure in the Chinese politics, and Xi Jinping will prove to be a very powerful Chinese premier, and probably that's the reason why many journals, though not as substantive as the ones which try to make a difference between power and authority, they argue that after Mao, Xi Jinping has been able to stamp his authority, his ideas, and his thoughts on the plenary which took place in China.